So when you're on these calls ahead of time, they will definitely tell you the investment for the program, and I guarantee you your heart is going to jump to your butt. Okay, it's not even going to go to your stomach. It's going to go from your stomach to your butt, and you're going to be like, how the hell am I going to pay for this? I don't come from a rich family. I don't have money like that. And you're gonna start to feel some kind of anxiety because you know that you need the program. Like whatever they discuss with you is going to sound so good. Like you know that you need it, but you're like, how? Like I'm not a drug dealer. Like I don't have a sugar daddy or sugar mama. Like how am I supposed to get this money?
Welcome to the Friends in Beauty podcast, a safe space for ambitious beauty industry creatives to have real talk, get real answers, and practical tools to grow their businesses. My name is Aquia Robinson, and I'm a makeup artist, beauty educator, and the creator of Friends in Beauty. I created Friends in Beauty to support like-minded creatives, just like you, on their quest to connect, network, and build genuine relationships within the beauty community. Join me every week as me and my special guests reveal the keys to success and longevity in the beauty industry, and most importantly, have fun while doing it. You ready?
Hey, what's up? It's your best friend in beauty, Aquia Robinson. Welcome back to another episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast. I am so happy to have you here with me, and I hope you're listening to this episode in high spirits and in good health. If you are a friend in beauty, I welcome you to join the Friends in Beauty Facebook community. If you're looking for a community of like-minded, ambitious friends in beauty to virtually connect with, network, and share resources, then click the link down below in the show description to join the Friends in Beauty Facebook community, and I'll be there to welcome you with open arms. Additionally, follow Friends in Beauty on all social media platforms at Friends in Beauty. What I like to do is something called the Friends in Beauty Friday feature, where every Friday I spotlight a different friend in beauty and their accomplishments. So no matter how big or small you think it is, I want to shout you out and I want to send you some good vibes. So all you have to do is use the hashtag FIB Friday feature and tag Friends in Beauty on something that you have accomplished, something that you're proud of, so that I can share it with the community. Also, the Friends in Beauty podcast is available on several platforms. We are on Apple, we're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, YouTube, Google, you name it, we are there. And whatever platform you are listening from, I just want to say thank you and just express some gratitude for you taking the time to listen to the Friends in Beauty podcast. It means so much to me. And I would love it even further if you took the time to leave a 5-star rating, a review, subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave a comment, share it, all of that good stuff so I can know how you feel about the Friends of Beauty podcast. Also, join the Friends of Beauty mailing list tribe. My mailing list tribe is the first to know about all things Friends in Beauty, and there are definitely some things in the works. And I send out different resources and information throughout the week. So if that is something that you're interested in, the link for that is also down in the show description. And lastly, the most important thing, share the Friends in Beauty podcast with your other friends in beauty, your family, your friends, anybody that you think could benefit from the information that is being shared. Share away to help me grow the Friends in Beauty community. Now, on today's episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast, I want to share with you 7 tips for choosing a coach. Now, this past week on the Friends in Beauty YouTube channel, I shared 10 things that I wish I knew before I became a makeup artist. And the third thing that I shared was that I didn't realize that at some point I was going to have to make some serious heavy duty investments in my business and get a coach. It comes a time where, you can only get so far with the things that you know, and you're going to have to hire somebody to take you to the next level. So with that being said, I thought maybe I should share some tips for choosing a coach, because throughout my career so far, in the beauty industry, I have had several coaches and have been a part of several coaching programs that have definitely helped me to become the person that I am and help me get to where I am today. But I know that choosing the right coach can sometimes be a challenge. You don't know what to look for. You don't know what to expect and everything like that. So I just want to give you some insight and, share the things that I know about being in coaching programs and having my own coaching programs and all of that good stuff. So let's go ahead and jump into these tips. Tip number one is to establish your needs. Why do you need a coach to begin with? And what are you trying to accomplish? If you don't know this ahead of time, you will find yourself just investing in programs just because you are so desperate for a change. But you really need to know what you're looking to accomplish to begin with when you're looking for a coach, because that'll help you navigate through. It's so many coaches out here now, and it's a good thing because everybody needs help. There's so many coaches out here that offer so many different things, so you need to know exactly what you need to begin with so that you can choose the right coach. Otherwise, you'll find yourself just spending money and not getting the transformation that you need. Okay, so first, establish your needs and really get clear on what you are trying to accomplish, and then choose the right person that lines up with that. Tip number two is to be ready for change. Ask yourself, are you ready? Like, really, really ready for this? Because a good coaching program is highly transformational and it's going to require you to really step up your game. You have to be ready to put in the work. And this is me speaking from being a student in a coaching program and also having coaching programs myself in the past. Like, you have to be really ready for a change. A lot of times people, like I said, they just join coaching programs because they just know that they need something. They know that they need to change. But when you get into the program, you might realize, like, dang, this is a lot of work. This is more than I bargained for. You have to be ready to implement. Many of the coaching programs that I have been a part of in the past, I felt like a lot of the times, I have one in particular in mind, that I was one of the few people who was actually implementing the things that the coach was telling me to do. A lot of people were just gathering the information for whatever purposes and then just sitting on it in hopes of maybe implementing it in the future. But if you're not implementing at the same time that you are going through the coaching program, it's kind of hard to get that transformation and get that feedback that you need from your coach. So you have to be really ready for a change, and it's going to require you to become a different person to really execute these things. So that's why I say it's highly transformational, and it's a good thing. But you have to ask yourself, are you really ready for this? And if you're not ready, then just wait until you are. Period. Tip number three is to ask for referrals from your peers. There are several people in the beauty industry already that have been in coaching programs already that can point you in the right direction or away from people who don't serve you. So ask for referrals because, of course, these are people that you know admire maybe or that you trust. So you're going to trust their opinion when it comes to coaching. And I've had this happen to me several times before. I've had people reach out to me asking about certain coaches and certain people that I've been associated with, about their programs and everything like that. And I give them the truth, and they can take it for whatever they need. So ask for referrals. That's the best way. Tip number four is to avoid working with a coach who doesn't speak to you before investing. So, most coaching programs with a high ticket investment will include some kind of enrollment call ahead of time to determine if you are a good fit. Now, most coaches, contrary to popular belief, don't want to work with any and everybody. There are people out here who have integrity and they will not work with you if they don't feel like you are a good fit for their program. But in order to determine that, they have to talk to you first. So avoid joining any coaching program that doesn't involve some kind of call ahead of time. On this call, they'll discuss the deliverables of the program, like what you'll be getting, the transformation that you should expect from the program. They'll ask you about your goals, your challenges, and determine if the program is indeed something that will help you, and if it's something that you should move forward with. Also, use this call to determine if you even like that particular coach's vibe at all. You can gauge a lot by talking to somebody on the phone a lot of times. So use this call to really feel the person out and use your intuition. It never lies. Tip number five is to make sure that this coach has some success stories. Okay, you want to make sure that they have some testimonials of prior clients and students who have gone on to achieve great things. We all love a good success story, right? But I'm also curious to know what didn't work out as well. So when you're on this call, you can also ask, what are some examples of people who didn't do so well in your program and what were the reasons why? And 9 times out of 10 is going to be because the person wasn't putting in the work that the coach was telling them to do. Anytime that you see negative testimonials, a lot of the times, I mean, sometimes these coaches aren't what they say they are, but a lot of times it's because the person who invested in the program after paying this big amount of money didn't put in the work. And as a result of not putting in the work, they didn't get the results that were promised from the program, but that's their fault. So watch out for that as well. Like not all coaches are bad. Not all testimonials in the negative light are because of the coach, but just be mindful of that. So definitely make sure that they have some testimonials, and also ask about the non-success stories, because you want to make sure that you avoid those things that that other person did that didn't go so well. Tip number 6 is to be open minded about the investment and be prepared to drop some serious money. Okay. Investments will vary depending on the level of access that you have to the coach. So there are different styles of coaching programs. You have group coaching, you have one on one coaching, course style with routine check ins. It varies. So determine what works best for you. Group coaching is good because you get to see what other people are doing, kind of get ideas. You can bounce ideas off of other people. It's also some kind of community aspect as well, and these people are going through the exact same thing that you're going through. So it's good for if you can't get access to the coach right away, you also have those people in the group who can help you as well. But definitely determine what works best for you. A lot of the times I just want one-on-one attention because I feel like my challenges are unique to me. But of course, with that comes a higher level of investment. So I've invested I believe the lowest coaching program I invested about $2,000, and the highest ticket investment that I made for a coaching program was around 20K. So when it comes to the investment, there are several options for payments. So when you're on these calls ahead of time, they will definitely tell you the investment for the program, and I guarantee you your heart is going to jump to your butt. Okay, it's not even going to go to your stomach. It's going to go from your stomach to your butt, and you're going to be like, how the hell am I going to pay for this? I don't come from a rich family. I don't have money like that. And you're going to start to feel some kind of anxiety because you know that you need the program. Like whatever they discuss with you is going to sound so good. Like you know that you need it, but you're like, how? Like, I'm not a drug dealer. Like, I don't have a sugar daddy or sugar mama. Like, how am I supposed to get this money? But when it comes to investments, I say be open minded because there are several options for payment. Okay. They're not expecting you to just drop 20K like that. Many times they have payment plans and they have several other options that can work for you. So most coaches that I have worked with, I've never had, like, even when I invested the 2K, I didn't have that money at the time. I did not have $2,000 to drop like that. And when I think about it now, it's not a lot of money, but I did not have it. So a lot of the times they will work with you. They will help you. They may have their own payment plan that is preferred, but if you really want to do it, they will work with you on something that some kind of common ground that helps both you, that accommodates you and them, because of course they need to get paid as well. So y'all got to come to some kind of common ground. But like I said, payment plans, there's also PayPal credit as an option, credit cards, rich family members if you have them. Either you're going to make excuses or you're going to make something happen. I've seen people do all types of stuff. As makeup artists, people start selling things that they don't need. All that extra makeup that you have that you're not using, people start selling things. People get very creative when it's something that they really, really want to do. So is no excuses. Either you're going to make excuses or you're going to make it happen. And sometimes, to be honest, it's just not the right time, and you may have to invest later. I've done that before. I've gotten on calls with coaches and I'm like, ooh, this is not something that I can see myself doing right now, but I know in the future when I'm ready, like, I just have to, it's just something that I have to revisit, and there's nothing wrong with that. But in the meantime, you can ask, if they have any additional resources that you can tap into in that time that can help you before you go on to that big investment. Tip number 7, the last tip is to don't restrict yourself to people only in your field. I've had coaches within the beauty community, and I've also had coaches who were just for business in general. Both were great for what I was trying to achieve at the time, but definitely be open minded and don't restrict yourself to only people in the beauty industry. It really just determines, it goes back to tip number 1, establishing your needs. It just depends on what you need at that time. So at the time when I invested in people who were in the beauty industry, it's because I was trying to do things that were beauty industry related. So with my first coach, that's how I actually went on to start teaching. My first coach pushed me into becoming an educator, and it has been great ever since. But because she was a beauty educator as well, she was able to help me formulate my programs and my classes and everything like that. When I went on to coaches that were more so business related, it's because now I need the general concept of how to like market my business, and it doesn't even have to be beauty industry related to do that. I learned how to do like, what is it, Facebook ads. I learned how to do lead magnets, build my email list, all types of things from this particular coach that has really, really helped me in my business going forward. It's still things that I use to this day. So I hope these tips were helpful, because I know that it's going to become a point, my friends in beauty, where you're going to have to get a coach one day. You can only make it so far from everything that you know, and that coach is going to help you take your business to the next level, especially when you start thinking about scaling your business and making additional income. You're going to need somebody who has already scaled their business to teach you how to do that, okay? So like I said in the YouTube video, make sure you check out that video if you have not, the 10 things that I wish I knew before becoming a makeup artist. Start putting some money aside right now, because I'm guaranteeing you that you're going to have to invest in some kind of program or some kind of course or something, some kind of coaching in the near future. So if you are a new makeup artist, or if you are, getting to the point where you're going to start needing help soon, please start putting some money aside, because I am here to tell you from experience that these coaching programs are not cheap. And normally they want some kind of deposit up front to just hold your spot, and then you can start doing payment plans and everything like that. Or if you save up enough money, you might have enough to just drop it, drop the payment and be done with it. But start putting some money to the side right now so that you can be prepared for when this time comes, okay? So just to recap the 7 tips. Tip number 1 is to establish your needs. Number 2, be ready for a change. Number 3, ask for referrals from your peers. Number 4 is avoid working with a coach who doesn't speak to you before investing. Tip number 5, ask for those success stories and those not so successful stories. Tip number 6 is to be open-minded about the investment and be prepared to drop some serious coins. And tip number 7 is to don't restrict yourself to people only in your field, okay? I hope that this episode was helpful and that you have some ideas on some things to look forward to and to look out for when you're looking for a coach. If you have any questions about coaching programs or about finding a coach, feel free to slide into my DMs. I'm here to talk if you need me. And if not, I will talk to you in another episode very, very soon. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Friends in Beauty podcast. Don't forget, sharing is caring. Share this episode with at least one friend in beauty, and subscribe, rate, and review on Apple Podcasts so that other friends in beauty can find this show. Plus, we'd love to hear your feedback. Connect with us on all social media platforms at Friends in Beauty, #Friends in Beauty to join the conversation, and join our Friends in Beauty Facebook community to stay connected. Talk to you soon.